It's the Game Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, they've put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
not
memorable. Invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Not a lot of competition, really. I mean, they're playoff caliber and took care of business against a team that wasn't playoff caliber and maybe still isn't.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana, Mahinmi is out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the point guard position.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Now, here's Lowry.
Good. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to speak with Dwayne Casey for a moment. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Kyle Lowry again.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Hill fires the 3, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Throws and dishes to Lowry. Screen by Scola. Lowry passes to Scola. The rebound by Turner.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now George unable to get his shot to go. Count the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Pass to Turner. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Ross against George. Ellis. Kept alive by Indiana. Nice heat from Valanciunas.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Ross against Ellis. Now Ross. 5 to shoot. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by George.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Ellis for 3. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
And for a long time now, Indiana has protected the rim. It's one of the core elements of their defense and why they are so strong on D every year.
Hill against Lowry. Outside Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Toronto trailing. And last year for Indiana, top 3 at protecting the rim. Opponent shot under 50% right at the hoop club.
You know, that number might not sound like a lot, but being under 50% on essentially layups, that's a big deal. Protecting the rim is a huge part of winning basketball.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. That's good. The Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Screen by Scola. Lowry kicks to Scola. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Scola's got his first basket of the night.
You can't afford.
You know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is George. Ellis kicks to Mahinmi. Indiana moving it around. In the corner, George with it. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Paul George. Raptors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Valanciunas with a screen on Ellis. DeRozan against Ellis. And it's DeRozan missing.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The Raptors shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. James Johnson's checked in for Toronto. The Pacers also changing it up. Allen comes in for Mahinmi. And it's Lawson in for George Hill.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
They set the pick. Lawson dishes to Ellis to the inside. Here's Turner, hits the jump hook.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Raptors trail by 4. Here's Lowry. Kicks to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. And Valanciunas penetrating. That one goes. Count. Valanciunas has got his first bucket in this one.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Pass to Lawson. The feed to Turner. On the wing, Ellis. There's the triple. That's good. Ellis has got 9.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Lawson against Lowry. Feeds it to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Pacers leading by 3. Lawson outside. He feeds it to Ellis. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. Raptors are gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Ross. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. And George kicks to Lawson. And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 5.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Johnson. Ty Lawson making his last shot.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Shot's good by Turner.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Some changes for Toronto. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Ross. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. Indiana also making some changes. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. Johnson, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. What about Kyle Lowry on offense? The last 2 seasons, he's been absolutely dominant, Clark.
Yeah, he's developed enough as a point guard now to where he really knows how to direct and lead his team. He's not just a catalyst. Anymore. He's a leader, and that's the big difference I see with him. And his shot has become more refined.
Now Lowry following the miss by Ty Lawson from deep. Lowry passes to Johnson. Combo dishes to Lowry. It's rebounded by Indiana. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter.
You know, in talking about Lowry, you see his shooting percentages didn't change much, but his output sure did. I mean, averaging 17 points and 7 assists a game the past 2 seasons. He also converted more threes. I mean, there's very little he can't do on the offensive end.
Here's Lowry after Jordan Hill's bucket. Outside Lowry. Floats one up. Hill pulls it in.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass. So
It's a beautiful jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And here are the Raptors now following the score by Indiana. And that is good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
11 feet away. Joseph with the rebound.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 7. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Center in downtown Toronto. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Hill is out there with Hill, and it's Mahinmi in at the 5 down low. Raptors trail by 8. Inside. Here's Biyombo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here is Hill. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Hill kicks to Mahinmi. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Biyombo. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Johnson. Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. And DeRozan kicks to Scola. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stuckey with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Shoots. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots.
Oh! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's Ellis in for Rodney Stuckey.
Give your dance back some love, fans. Come on, give it up.
It's stolen by Hill. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And Turner throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here is Ross. The Pacers making the shot. He dishes it to DeRozan. The fadeaway. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. DeRozan's got 6. And so the ball out of bounds. Scola touched it last. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Here's Hill. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside, George. can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.